All right, friends, let's have some fun. So the other day I talked about thyroid and talked about kind of this mini masterclass that I taught. So let me walk you through each page. Now, I'd say now more than ever, it's not a bad idea to kind of to bounce the idea around of running a virtual operation, okay, for obvious reasons. But you have your brick and I was at the dentist this morning. My oldest son, he's got some molars coming out, and so he had needed some assistance getting some teeth out or tooth out. So went there, and it was the staff was in chaos because there was one cancellation after another, and they're in an empty dental office. Um, so I think it's appropriate for me to kind of go through this virtual operation, and now it's again I believe in multiple streams of income, right? I'm a huge fan of that. Don't put all your eggs in the basket. So now more than ever, it's a good idea to have a virtual operation that brings in additional income streams. So let me just walk you through this one. I'll show you some sample ads. I'm not going to go deep into it because that's for inner circle stuff, inner circle doctors. But this is my landing page, right? This is my page one, right? They opt in, they click, hey, yes, I'm interested in this masterclass. They click on it, okay, sends them to this page. Okay, this is it's called a VSL, right? It's called a video sales letter, a webinar of a training. It's about mine is about 23 minutes. And I'm not gonna, all right, guys, sit and play the whole thing for you. I got the control button off, so I can't even fast forward it. But 23 minutes. At the end of that thing, the call to action is a $97 valuation. So and I'm not going to give you all the details about that either, but $97 consultation. It's me kind of getting into their health history, their what's working, what they've tried, what does their lab work look like. I'll review it, all this kind of stuff. Okay, so that's that. So it's $97. Why do we do $97 for a consultation? To weed out the tire kickers, the people that aren't serious about getting help. Right, Facebook, I mean, if you wanted to, you could talk to 10 people a day, but doesn't mean they're necessarily pre-qualified or interested or, a 10 out of 10, right? I don't want to talk to somebody who's a 4 out of 10 because they're not going to do anything. I want to be able to pre-frame these people. Let me get to my marketing. I'll show you the marketing too. I want to make sure you understand a key point here. But we do the $97 also because I want a self-liquidating offer basically. So that 97 is going to pay for my ad dollars. So basically, it's a wash for me to talk on the phone with somebody, or I'm making money because my ad spend is very, very low at this point. So what this is I call it a pre-frame page. So what this is basically it's me. So remember it's the masterclass to the checkout to the pre-frame. What this is before you schedule, because this button right here takes them to my calendar, takes them to my scheduler. But I say before we do that, make sure if you have a spouse, if you have a significant other who makes financial decisions with you together, make sure you schedule a time where you're both available. Because what I don't, and I've heard this before, and you guys probably have too, and not even virtual, but like in your office, they're like, hey, I have to go think about it, or I have to talk to my husband. You've heard that before. We all have, right? So what I don't want is to be talking to a gal for 30 minutes and okay, it sounds good, let me go talk to him. No, I want husband on the phone right there as well. So this is a 3-minute video. It's just, hey, congratulations, thanks for taking the first step. Before you schedule, make sure you schedule a time where your spouse is available or anybody who makes health decisions, healthcare decisions, financial decisions. Make sure you pick a time where you're both available so that we don't get lost. The information that we share is not going to get lost. It's not like me sharing this information and then this game of telephone where like at the end of this thing it's like the whole message is just rotted away, right? So we don't want that. All right, let me get into some of the marketing stuff. This is one of my thyroid ads. So this is a Facebook ad. So you're running a Facebook ad. Now I send people into, and that's part of the engagement secrets course, is I send people into the messenger. So it's basically video ad or this ad, right? This is a thyroid ad. You can see here we get 108 comments. By the way, this one has 225 shares. I know it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can blow it up a little bit. 108 comments, 225 shares. What do we spend on this one? Right now we're at $121, 17 cents. This has reached about 20,000 people. So it's not like I'm spending a ton of money to get that type of engagement. 554 likes on that thing or whatever that would, the engagement on it. 108. It's people commenting, and yes, they're complaining, but that's what you want, right? You want people complaining and pissing and moaning on your page, because that brings your ad spend way down. That's gonna, because Facebook wants likes, comments, and shares, and then again we train on that in the engagement secrets. But that's what I'm focused on. So $121 is fired up my messenger beyond belief. So what happens? I have my messenger embedded within this post. So here's how this thing looks. I know this might be over some of your guys' heads, but just follow with me. I run an ad. Same thing over here. Here's my YouTube ad. This one I fired up back in November 1st. You might think, hey Doc, why don't you have a huge following on YouTube? Because I run YouTube ads. I don't need to have a huge following, and I'll talk about that too in a little bit. But here's the thing, you guys. So it's like you run your ad. I run Google Ads, YouTube, Facebook. Okay, I put the link. That link pops open my messenger. So my messenger sends them to my webinar. The messenger gets them to the landing page that I just showed you. Beyond the second tiered message is, hey, by the way, make sure you come into my closed Facebook group. They come into my Facebook group. Now I can stay in touch with them. Now my reach goes a little bit further because they're in my closed community, which has over, I don't know, at this point, a little bit over 400 people in there. And now I can go back and retarget those people that are in my group. But so that's kind of the framework. It's ad, Google, Facebook, YouTube, into my messenger. My messenger gets them the link. So I'm not sending somebody from Facebook. I'm not sending to them from a Facebook ad straight into my. Now on YouTube you do have to do that, but with Facebook I'm sending people straight into my messenger, not so much sending straight to the landing page. So kicks open messenger, but now I know who that person is. Now I can talk to them. I can ask them questions. They watched my webinar, or they opted in for that. They're going to get into my closed group. Now what I can do later in the day, I can reach out to them personally and say, hey Mary, so you're struggling with thyroid issues? Tell me more. Or part of the messenger bot is me asking the questions. So you're struggling with thyroid challenges. And a lot of people they'll write a huge long paragraph. Yeah, I had my thyroid removed and now I'm still struggling with blah 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 blah. So they give me a little bit of health history right there. Now I have some ammunition. Now I can go back into them, into the private chat, right, the messenger chat, and I can ask more questions. Hey, make sure you get them into my closed group. Make sure you watch my video training where we dig deep into why thyroid is one of the most poorly managed conditions in all of healthcare. That's kind of the spiel of my masterclass here. Right here is one of the most poorly managed conditions. Join us as we dig deep into this sea of confusion. So, and then I have all the symptoms listed. And so that guys, if you want to make money online, if you want to run a virtual operation, this is the framework and method that was going to work. Can you sell something for $50? The reason why we do it this way, where it's like higher ticket, higher case fees, because it's going to dwarf your ad spend. Like I don't want to spend $300 to try and get somebody in my office for a $27 exam, evaluation, X-rays, 3 adjustments. You understand that game, right? Where it's like, hey guys, I'm doing something crazy, $17, $23, $37. I'm giving away the farm for very, very little. You're going to spend $300-400 to get one person to do that. Whereas I'd rather spend $97. My offer is $97 to get them on the phone. But you saw my ad spend over here is $120 to get over 200 shares. Share. Like it just spreads, and a lot of people are watching the training. A lot of people are coming into my group kind of on autopilot, right? It's just an automated system that we have in place. Now, once this framework is done, we just finished this masterclass the other day. What's the next step? Fill up the scheduler and get the calendar filled out, and then okay, now I'm off. Now I'm on to what? Gut. Maybe I'm on to diabetes or ADHD. I have all these different. I got a lot on my plate. I got a lot planned out here, but you just get the system in place. And once my schedule's full, then it's like, once I'm booked out, a long time, then it's, then I'm gonna have to have either shut off the ads and just manage the people, or some of my coaches, the people that train me, they have people underneath them that start taking the calls. So maybe I hire a nutritionist or a naturopath or chiro who can get on the phone and call these people and talk to them and start closing them over the phone, and then maybe the percentages worked out. But anyway, conversation for another day. As far as YouTube, you guys, any of these videos look familiar? I have a software. I'm not going to talk about it. I'll talk about it in my my YouTube ads course. So basically, you know Ken Berry, but basically it's what you can do is I use a software and I scrape all these videos about Hashimoto's. I scrape all the videos about low thyroid, and I'll stick my video, my thyroid, which I just showed you, that one that's got over 4,000 views on that sucker, getting people into my training. But I scrape all these videos individually, one by one. I'm not targeting the channel. I'm targeting the individual link. I'm targeting the individual video. So if somebody's going onto YouTube, they're typing in low thyroid, they're typing in Hashimoto's, I'm going to stick my thyroid video directly in front of the thyroid video that they want to watch. So I copy that sucker, copy that, and what do I do with it? Stick it into my targeting, my audience, the targeting that I'm doing over on Google. Because remember, Google is where you run your YouTube ads. It's run through Google, and I said, hey, YouTube, or here Google, this is where I want my video to play, and now I just set my budget, and it's just, a lot of views, right? A lot of people watching that stuff, and then coming into my world, coming into my group, coming into my ecosystem, and I can start to retarget them on the back end. But then this is duplicated across multiple different conditions and niches, and do this for weight loss. You could do it for leaky gut. You could do it for ADHD kids. This, it's endless. And so now, now more than ever, guys, it's not a bad idea to have a plan B in place. Shit's gonna hit the fan, and it kind of already has. My dentist is feeling it, and I'm sure you guys are as well. But I'm a big fan, I'm a big firm believer in having multiple poles in the water, and virtual practices is a step in the right direction, I believe, for you guys making more money online and helping more sick folks get well. So, all right, guys, hopefully this training was helpful. Hopefully it wasn't too overwhelming. If you want more information about our virtual practice, just go to thevirtualsystem.com. I'll throw a link somewhere on this video. I'll throw a link. It's thevirtualsystem.com. Go check out. I have a more in-depth training and tutorial about everything that's included within it, all the funnels and websites and ads and Facebook, Google, YouTube, the whole 9 yards. We give it all to you, so you have this system in place that you can follow, the framework that you can follow, the consultations that you can follow, the framework of talking to somebody on the phone, right? So, all right, guys, I'll let you go. If you have any questions, throw them in the comment. You'll be watching this either on YouTube or Facebook. Throw them in the comments section beneath this video, and we'll see you next time.